I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any persons wishing to address the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, or Joint Powers Authority on any item on the agendas may do so at this time. Oh, Madam City Clerk, could you call the roll?
For the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, Joint Powers Authority.
All right, hearing no public comment, we'll go to item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
We'll receive and file. M1.
Approval of the minutes of the meetings held on May 21st, June 4th, June 11th, and June 18th, 2024.
Move approval. Madam City Clerk.
Council members: Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. We'll go to the consent calendar. Items 2 through 13.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members: Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. DR1 and H4.
Yes, Mayor. Staff report presenting the 2022 through 2023 basic financial statements for the City of Inglewood and the City of Inglewood Housing Authority.
Receive and file. A1.
Yes, Mayor, members of the City Council. The record should reflect that the City Council recessed into closed session to discuss the two items posted on today's agenda. With respect to both items, the City Council received a briefing, direction was given, but no final action was taken. I'd also note for the record that Councilwoman Gray was not present for the discussion of those two items. One other thing I'd like to bring up is the proponents of the hospital tax initiative withdrew the item per the election code, so will not be on the ballot. Thank you.
Okay, do we have to vote on the CS1 and CS2? Madam City Clerk, could you describe the workers' comp?
Mayor, he didn't, he said that the discussion was given, but no final action was taken. For CS1 and CS2?
We gave direction.
No, we gave direction, but
Yeah, but it's, they're,
I think we moved approval, if
Right.
I'm not mistaken.
You gave direction, but it still has to be approved by the other side.
okay.
So it's
All
not
right.
final action.
come back.
Okay, great. A2,
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports from the city manager today.
all right. CM1, no, that was A2. So A2 is no oral reports by the city attorney. And your comment is noted, Mr. City Manager. CC1,
Yes, Mayor, thank you so much. First, wanted to congratulate Councilmember Padilla on his chili cook-off. I couldn't be there, but my deputy, Angela Allen, she was there in my stead, and so I'm so thankful. I heard it was a fantastic turnout. The chili was amazing. It was a tough call, but Councilman, you always pull it off. So congratulations to you with your chili cook-off. And then just this past weekend, Saturday, Councilwoman Falk and Assemblywoman Tina McKinner, the picnic, I was there with my son and one of his buddies, Isaiah, and they had a fantastic time. So much, activities going on. It was fantastic. Then we went to Councilwoman Gray's event at the park. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. My kids loved it. They saw In and Out and didn't want to leave the truck. So that was a blast right there for everyone. And then lastly, Councilman Morales, my councilman, thank you for repaving the streets on Regent Street.
I was out there
I'm
early.
appreciative. I am a happy resident. I just want to give a shout out to my councilman,
you
Councilman
go.
Morales, for repaving our streets over there.
All
I
you had to do
appreciate
was
you.
call, you see?
I appreciate you. That's it, Mayor.
Welcome.
I love
Elo,
it. I
Elo, you
love it.
still have that paving equipment?
I got it like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
CI1,
Yes, Mayor. Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending July 31st, 2024.
CC2, we'll receive and file. CI1,
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members authorize payment of an outstanding invoice to the Walking Man, Inc. for flyer distribution services related to the second annual Inglewood Music Festival.
Move approval?
Second.
before we vote on it, I want to make clear, this was a prior approved item by the council quite some time ago, and this is a residual payment. So this is not,
Nothing new.
nothing new. Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor. Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Successor agencies in session, CSA 2.
Approval of the minutes of the meetings held May 21st, June 4th, June 11th, and June 18th, 2024.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Successor agency members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. CSA 3.
Monthly Treasury Report for the month ending July 31st, 2024.
Receive and file. Adjourn the successor agency. The Housing Authorities in session, H2.
Approval of the minutes of the meetings held on May 21st, June 4th, June 11th, and June 18th, 2024.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Housing Authority members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. H3.
Monthly Treasury Report for the month ending July 31st, 2024.
Receive and file.
Receive and file. H4 and DR1.
Yes, Mayor. Staff report presenting the 2022 through 2023 basic financial statements for the City of Inglewood and City of Inglewood Housing Authority.
Receive and file. Adjourn the Housing Authority and Finance Authority. Inglewood JPA's in session, JPA 1.
Approval of the minutes of the meetings held May 21st, June 11th, and June 11th, 2024.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Joint Powers Authority members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. JPA 2.
Monthly Treasury Report for the month ending July 31st, 2024.
Receive and file. Adjourn the JPA. There are no appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Public comment. Any persons commenting on any item connected with city business not elsewhere considered may do so at this time.
Hello, thank you, Mayor Butts and honorable city council members. It's me again, your friendly neighborhood representative of the South Coast AQMD. Just have another quick update for the residents and businesses in Inglewood. The 2024 Carl Moyer program is now accepting applications for zero-emission off-road projects with at least $5 million in funding available. Applications are due by October 15th, 2024, or until funds are depleted. The program offers grants to replace or upgrade heavy-duty diesel engines with zero-emission technologies. Eligible projects must not be required by current regulation and must operate within the South Coast AQMD boundaries at least 75% of the time. Priority will be given to projects that benefit disadvantaged or low-income communities, with at least 50% of the funds allocated to these areas. Projects must be fully operational within 18 months of contract execution. And for more information, you can visit the Carl Moyer webpage on our website, or I'm available for questions.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good afternoon, Mayor and council members. I'm here on behalf of the Office of Emergency Management to introduce our Emergency Preparedness Expo that will be held at Rogers Park on September 7th from 10 to 2. It's an opportunity to learn life-saving skills, gain valuable insight, visit various emergency preparedness booths, explore the Ready Inglewood Kids Zone with activities for the whole family. There'll be food trucks, trackless train, a face painter, raffles, giveaways, and more. Don't miss the opportunity to equip yourself with the knowledge and resources to keep your family and friends safe during an emergency. See you guys Saturday, the 7th of September.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Batchelor, and I'm here with my neighbor, Carolyn Evans. The reason that we're standing before you is because we have a problem where we own property at between 104th and 108th Street off of Van Ness Avenue. The problem is we have excessive dumping going on, and we've been talking to the street sweeping and public works about the problem, and it's still not being solved.
Ma'am, I'll give you the time back. Is it in the alley or is it on the street in front? It's in the alley. Okay. Okay. And is it every week or is it periodically? Like people do some cleanup work and then they dump it. What's the frequency?
The frequency is every week, basically maybe every other day. And she and I have both owned these buildings for over 20 years now. And my first contact was Mr. Harry Frisbee of Public Works. And then now we talked to Mr. Roosevelt Robinson, and nothing is being solved. So we were wondering if it's a possibility, we can get signs posted.
Cameras.
Cameras.
I think the solution is going to be cameras, even if it were a temporary period of time. So if you would do me a favor and give your information to the sergeant at arms here, then we'll have someone contact you and we'll try and figure out a more robust solution.
Okay.
Okay?
Appreciate that.
All right.
We would like to also thank Roosevelt at Public Works and his team, because when we call, they do send a crew to come back out. This is usually on Tuesday afternoon, or they'll come early on Wednesday, and they do remove the
Well, we're gonna have to give Roosevelt a raise.
down.
All right. So give your information to Sergeant Arms, all right?
All right, thank
And
you.
Mr. City Manager, seriously, I want us to get to with the police, and we have some movable cameras, and let's do something like that. All right.
Greetings to the great city of Inglewood, the leadership and people present. I'm concerned about, well, first of all, I'm from Detroit, an old fool in love, and the concert I was told was supposed to come up at the 31st. I know Marvin and Malcolm are gone from Detroit, but Stevie is here, Smokey is still here, and I'm hoping that that part of the concert, Inglewood, will become iconic and recognize that they're contribute to music. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Philip Singer. I have epilepsy since 2006. On December the 10th, 2021, I had a seizure at US Vets. And Kevin has record of all my other seizures, but on that date, strange, I was taken to Sydney Medical Hospital Center. I woke up from a seizure, still at the hospital with the nurse making me sign my discharge paperwork. Patient neglect, I still at the hospital. And I was arrested for trespassing. They walked me to they said I was in for suture removal. At IPD, I was handcuffed and thrown face first into a metal locker. Still to this day, my hand shakes. Who was watch commander on that date? December the 12th, Mayor Butts doesn't want to tell me that information. That's disgusting. Lieutenant Loudermilk, back in 2022, said she would help me file that lawsuit. Still to this day, she's not done a thing. It's strange that till to this day, at IPD, no one picks up the phone for me. At Sentinel Mill at the hospital center, Alicia Chu, still to this day, has not responded.
Sir, sir,
The president correspondence has accepted my email.
Sir.
And it's sad.
Sir,
that no
you're-
one here at
you're at-
IPD
you're
has
at
not done a
time,
thing
sir.
for me.
thank
Sir,
you. You're at time, sir.
that didn't seem like.
Mrs. Sergeant Arms, could you lead the gentleman out?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
The City Council. My name is Hattie Irvin. I live in District 1 on 84th, right at 8th Avenue. My issue, and I've been trying to present information and all with the Housing Protection Department. The owners of our building, I live in a 6-unit building, have decided to evict us from our garage parking space. I've been there for over 21 years. They posted a note on the door with no identification, no way to contact anybody, that we had until August 26th. I have a number of items in my garage I need to throw away, give away. Yes, but they refuse to tell us what they're going to use the garage space for. Our parking is right there. We haven't gotten the permit parking set up on 84th Street between Crenshaw and 8th Avenue. And because the school also sits on the same side of the street that I do,
Ma'am,
parking is very limited.
ma'am, we're
Yes.
at time, but here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's nothing to be sorry about. What we're going to do is we're going to refer you to the Housing Protection Department. Now, I know that if someone takes parking from you or space from you, there are minimums they have to meet for their building. but I also know if there's something extra, then they have to make a reflection and reduction of your rent. So I don't know your situation exactly, but I could do one of two things. I could ask you to go to the 6th floor right now to the Heights and Housing Protection Department. It's open, and you could go and talk to a counselor, and they could tell you what your rights are. Would you like to do that right now?
I would, because I had already presented a letter to their department.
Okay, I think it would be very helpful right now for you to go down to the 6th floor, and I'm trying to figure out if that's proxed from here. So is the Sergeant at Arms here?
Yeah, he stepped out.
Stepped out.
Okay. You just put prox her to 6, and take her to 6.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you, Sylvia.
Okay.
All right. And if you just take her, walk her to the, all right. Okay, with that, we're going to close public comment. We'll go to council comments, and we'll go to Councilwoman Gray in District 1.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. Very happy to report, and I know the city clerk mentioned it earlier, but this past Saturday, the city of Inglewood, District 1, held its first Family Unity Day, and it was a great success. It was really designed to bring communities together on a particular day to have fun, and it was great. There's so many people I want to thank, but first I want to thank the community for coming out because they really did show up. The kids were there. You can see some of the pictures. In fact, that's Councilman Morales. Wanda Brown, I think this is her last year. I don't think she's running again. Our city treasurer was there. I want to thank the mayor and Councilman Morales, and Councilwoman Falk was there, and you can see pictures of the Folklorica. We had dancers. They were outstanding. Thank Mr. Messias for bringing them. We also had the Inglewood High School Band, so thank you to Dr. Collins. School district collaborated with us to do this. I want to thank Dr. Morris. He was there, and some of the school board members. Senator Bradford was there. I can't name. There were so many people there. I know I'm going to leave somebody out, but I really want to thank everyone because it took a lot to do this. You can see the biggest hit was the In-N-Out Burgers, okay? In fact, they probably had the longest line at the park. We had a lot of resource groups that came. Cinderella Hospital, you can see there, I believe this young lady is getting her blood pressure checked. The library had a booth there, and I want to thank our agenda for that. Chris Jackson had a booth there. We had a lot of folks there, and I'm really appreciative to the effort because it took a lot. There's the pickleball team. I think the fire department played pickleball with some of our residents, and so they were really excited about that. So I want to thank Chief Fronterata because IPD was there as well as the fire department. So it was a great event. This is our first one. We'll see what happens next year. Everyone I talked to had a great time. We had several hundred people who attended. And in fact, Councilman Morales, when he got up to speak, he really commended the fact that this was a great effort to bring communities together. And I think that's what it's all about here in the city. Quickly, chili cookout. Councilman Padilla's, I went there, always great. I went to a couple of block club parties. This is 77th Street. Thank Stephen Fisher for that. Invited me, 8th Avenue, Patricia Patrick. I went to that one also. And so it was just, the last 2 weeks have been very active in this community. So thank you very much. There's just a picture of one of the block club parties participants. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Great, wow. Sounds like I missed one heck of a party over there.
That's okay.
I had a conflict like we all do sometimes. I had my neighborhood block club picnic, so I had to be there to support my community. But I also want to thank
earlier today, and you'll probably, especially if you watch Channel 34, 52, one of the Spanish networks, Councilmember Morales helped put together a presentation that we did as the mayor and council to a group called Banda MS. It's a band that is performing here in Inglewood, and they, in appreciation to the parents for the PTA, they donated 200 tickets to those parents saying, thank you for what you do to help the students, your children, with their education. So I'll let Councilman Morales touch on that in a minute. But now I just want to transition, we did our District 2 annual picnic and chili cook-off, and I got to tell you, it was a huge success. We had our police officers there, the fire department, a lot of folks out there just to show their support, and a lot of young kids. A lot of kids playing around in the playground area. We had our chili chefs that were there in Groves. Those are the judges right there. Look at the guy in the middle. He was smiling right there. But by the time he was done, he was so stuffed, because I told him, I said, Chris, pace yourself. You're the judge. You're going to have to try all these chilies. And man, at the end of the day, he was walking around saying, what did I do? Because all the chilies were delicious. They all had their own flavor, their own approach to presentation, all that. And there's the winner, Dobie's Garden. Wow. Dobie, rest in peace, used to work here at Darby Park, and he passed away. And in recognition and honor, his coworkers that run still the garden that he has at Darby Park, they enter the chili cook-off, and they won. And so congratulations to Dobie's Garden and to the folks at Parks and Recs over at Darby Park for cooking a killer chili, and they ended up winning it. The good thing is, as Chris will tell you, our judges have no idea whose chili's from who, because it's all such, run very tight-knit. And those are some of our chili chefs in the background. But in the front are our elected officials and the mayor, who also with Bradford were pigging out on the chili as well. So,
That's overstated, my man.
No, it's not. You should have seen them sitting there at the table. Hey, look at the video, and you'll see it for yourself.
Check the video.
Check the video.
Right.
But everybody had a good time. So I just want to say, look, thank you. Thank you to the residents. Thank you to the community. Thank you to our supporters that came out to help make this year's annual picnic and chili cook-off. As you can see, the smiles, a huge success. And we do this to bring our community together to say thank you. Thank you for supporting us. It's our way of saying we appreciate everything you do and help us do as a city council and as a city. Now, I also want to say, I know that we had a presentation about our Emergency Preparedness Expo coming up. It's again Saturday, September 7th at Rogers Park from 10 to 2. I'm reiterating it because it is critical. Please, for your loved ones, for your family, you never know when one of these emergency situations is going to come. Here at this Preparedness Expo, you will receive a variety of information. They'll have hands-on opportunities to learn CPR and a bunch of other stuff that's going to help your family and your loved one. So do it for yourself and do it for your family. You never know when you're going to need that. So hope to see you there. And then also coming up, a couple of more things. We had the clean sweep by Republic Services. So that happens every Saturday. On the Saturday, your trash pickup. On that Saturday, bring out your big items, the bulky item pickups, and they'll pick them up. It's not the time.
You need 30 seconds?
Please, give me 30.
Right,
Thank you. And I got to tell you, because people end up calling us, hey, they didn't pick up the stove. They didn't pick up, it's not.
You do a good imitation right there.
Exactly.
Of the people. That
So-
was a nice universal voice.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm just saying, bring out your bulky items, right? Take a look at the list of what you can bring out, what you can. If it's going to take more than 2 people to move, don't bring it out. They're not going to move it. But bring it out the night before, Friday night. So by Saturday morning at 7, 8 o'clock, when the truck comes by, they're going to haul it. And you're not going to say, oh, they didn't pick it up. Just one more thing.
Okay.
It goes to point of what the young lady talked about. Housing rights. workshop. It's taking place this Thursday at 5:30 to 7, Community Room A. They're going to talk about rent increases, evictions, fair housing laws. All of that is going to be here Thursday, 5:30 till 7. If you have any issues with your rent, if you're a landlord or a tenant, come down. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Councilman Falk, District 4.
All right, I'm going to talk fast. I got a lot to say. First, I want to congratulate Councilman Morales on the proclamation that was issued to Banda. It was wonderful. I'm sure that they're going to remember that, and they're going to remember Inglewood Ford. And then I also want to congratulate Councilman Padilla. The chili cook-off was amazing. When I drove up and I saw those people, I was like, man, this is amazing. I had way too much chili, and I can't believe Chris Jackson was a judge, and he had all this chili, so I know he did leave on a food high. And then I want to congratulate Councilwoman Gray on the Family Unity Day. I had the blessing to be able to attend the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and I just wanted to quickly just share with you that it was such an amazing opportunity for me. I am in a sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and for my sorority sister to be nominated there. Kamala Harris was just amazing. Our sorority is elated. There's pictures. I got some great pics. One of them was with Jesse Jackson, civil rights activist, and so many others. So I just wanted to acknowledge that that was an opportunity of a lifetime for me, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I also attended the I had the District 4 backpack event with Assemblymember Tina McKinner. It was amazing. We had dancing clowns. We had the Inglewood High School band. We had everything that police cars, fire trucks, everything that would put a kid's a smile on a kid's face. So I want to thank my colleagues for being there, supporting the backpack event. We gave out over 1,000 backpacks. We gave them haircuts, all kinds of things. Want to acknowledge our main sponsor, which was the Superior Shopping Center, for allowing me and an assembly member to have the event there. I had the town hall. That was amazing. That was at the Hollywood Park Casino. I want to thank all of our presenters, Lieutenant Brian Hand, Javier Mosley, Sergeant Massey, Dr. Morris, Inglewood Unified School District, Louis Atwell, thank you so much. He did a great job. Tony Olmos was there. He did his coming out performance. Bill Thompson and Chris Jackson and his team. They everybody was so amazing. They provided such wonderful information, and I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart. We are educating our residents on what's happening in Inglewood and keeping them informed. So thank you so much. I also wanted to acknowledge the opening of the Intuit Dome. Mayor, I'm going to need one more minute. I'm going to try and get it all in.
Okay, at least you're honest.
Yeah, no, right? The Intuit Dome was amazing. Our colleagues were there, and I want to congratulate Balmer, his team, on just an amazing venue. It was beautiful. The grand opening was beautiful. Bruno Mars concert was amazing. We had the opportunity to do the ribbon cutting ceremony there. So congratulations, Intuit Dome. You guys are going to be so successful, and welcome to Inglewood. I also want to acknowledge Mari and her One for All Backpack School Scholarship event. The mayor and our council members were there. She gave away lots of scholarships to these kids. They were so thankful and happy. And I want to acknowledge the great work she's doing in the community. LA Care gave away I think over 1,000 backpacks at the Crenshaw Imperial Shopping Center. Congratulations to that team for doing such an amazing event. And lastly, I want to highlight Norman Christian School on their 50th anniversary, and they acknowledged Ernest Shaw. He was a board member for Inglewood Unified School District, and actually the headquarters of Inglewood Unified School District is named in his name and in his honor. So congratulations to the Shaw family on being acknowledged and your dad being acknowledged. I am done. I want to wish happy birthday to Gina Williams in District 4, and I would like to close this meeting in honor of Sherry Bash Stellick. She is a very active member of Morningside High School. I believe she was on the one of the officers for the Friends of Morningside High School. She passed away. And so please, Mayor, if you can close in honor of Sherry Bash Stellick. She was just a wonderful citizen here in Inglewood, and she will be missed dearly. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Morales.
Thank you.
District 3.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and repeat everything that's already been
Everything,
said.
every bit of it.
No, I'll start with the Intuit Dome. I have to say that, I mean, this is our history. It was awesome to be part of that event, just to see kind of the culmination of so many things that came together for it. You know, from the time it starts as a conversation to all the articles beating us up for it to what happened that day, to staff making it happen. And I know all of our staff, Chris, I know you played a big role, Lewis, and those are big heroes there. And I have to say that the folks over there, they recognize it. They're always mentioning staff and, of course, the mayor and the leadership and everything else. But just to be at the first concert and really watch what was going on and watch how the owners of that development and the folks who are invested in that development be so excited to be here. That's really what changes kind of the image. It changes kind of the way people start to see us as a city. And you know, it was awesome, which kind of takes me to, you know, all of these events that happen. First of all, I missed the chili cook-off, but I know it was an awesome event. It always is. And I know that, you know, Councilman Padilla always does a great job with it. Also, he had a conflict during Councilwoman Gray's piece because he had his block club going in terms of the actual block party. And I'm going to say that, I said it there, I'm going to say it here. That's kind of what separates us as a city. When we weren't even doing what you would think of as financially well as a city, we still had extremely strong block clubs, extremely strong. Our communities were developing in a way that's what I grew up with. And I just think it's an awesome feeling to be part of and to watch it still continue. The gentleman that bought the first home there in that track over on the Heights of Ladera was there. And I met him, and just to hear his story about how he bought the first one, that was awesome. The Councilwoman Gray's event, she's right. I mean, you know, she came up to me maybe, I guess, about a month ago and said, Eloy, how do I get Latinos out there? You know, and it's something that is so beautiful when we reach out to each other and say, we genuinely, like, hey, you know, how do I get you guys out there? You know, I'd like everybody to enjoy what I'm bringing to the table. And that's what we're becoming. And I feel, I've always said it, we're an example to the rest of the country on this black-brown thing. You know, we really are. I'm very proud of that. And then, of course, Councilwoman Falk backpack giveaway, you know, mentioned it there. It takes a lot of success to create, you know, the economy we're creating, but then to convert that success with the stadiums and all of these new buildings, to convert that into something for a quality of life piece for the community. That takes work. That takes a feeling of community, the pulse, everything that happens. So I congratulate you, Councilwoman Falk. And then, of course, you know, the Banda MS that we celebrated earlier today, when they reached out and they said they wanted to give tickets to the parents of kids who were trying, basically, who were pitching in and doing their share for their kids' education in our community. I said, you know, that's the kind of stuff we celebrate, and it always gives us an opportunity. And I know, Mayor, I've gone over, but I never go over, so I'm just going to talk. But the thing about it is, the banda, you know, every time, you know, I see something like that, and they come here. Most of the time, it's the first visit that they have to visit a city council in the city of Inglewood with a kind of black-brown piece going on. And they always leave so impressed. You know, they're always so gracious about it, and they say such nice things about what we got going on here. And just for that, I feel it's important. Just so that folks like that walk out of here with that feeling of what we're doing here, it's a beautiful thing. So I want to acknowledge them, of course, and then thank my colleagues for always being open to do those things when we do them here in the city council chambers, and for the mayor to always go out of his way and say, try some Spanish. So always get a kick out of that. So thank you very much, Mayor. That's all I got today.
Okay, so, think about this. I get to go to every one of the things that all these guys do, so I don't have weekends, but it's the most fulfilling thing of my life to be part of this community. LA Cares gave away backpacks. LA Cares gave away backpacks in Inglewood at Crenshaw Imperial. Then Councilwoman Falk and Assemblywoman Tina McKinnon, they gave away backpacks across the street another day. So everybody got a backpack in Inglewood. Okay. At D1, great family picnic. Councilwoman Gray did a great job. And one of the things that I really wanted to recognize is that Wanda Brown has done 36 years here as the city treasurer. And she's not running for re-election this year, but we were able to recognize her, and she deserves recognition. I mean, she's been the city treasurer longer than a lot of people have worked in the classified service, so we're going to miss her. There was OFA scholarships were given out. The chili cook-off that Alex did is great, but here's the deal. Now, look, I only have like 3 of the chilies, right? Okay, so now here's the thing. I don't understand how anybody judges chili because the last one you ate is always the best one. So how is that fair? You don't remember. You don't remember what you ate the first time. So, we have had a meeting with Target this morning, and as everybody knows, or most of us know, we gave out Target gift cards for Christmas. Well, we shamed them into coming and partnering with us at Christmas, and they're going to give $100 in Target purchases to 35 children that are selected in Inglewood. Okay. We shamed them into it. And to touch base with the Intuit Dome very quickly, we have opened 7 venues over the last 8 years. But for some reason, the Intuit really got everybody buzzed, and now they finally recognize that we are the entertainment capital of the Western United States, if not the entire country. Very proud of that, very proud of that. And I want to thank Eloy for bringing Banda, and I thank I forget the lady's name, but I finally learned how to pronounce MS is M-A-S-A. And so my life is complete. I've learned something new. And the close, Sherry Bastelik, she was like all over Morningside High. I think I had contact with her as much as any resident in the time that I've been 13 years. I've been the mayor, and the Monarchs are in mourning right now. So with that, we're going to close in her name. Thank you.